Hello, this is Plum Silver. I'm going to do a very quick little reading again about the continuation of the Kamala energy because everything kind of went a little quiet after the election, and I did pick a few cards from the prediction decks from Trish James Oracle, and I just was planning to do a grand tableau, which I did. It's just under this mat. I'm going to show you after a little bit the connection. Nothing new as what's going on. It's still in the same belief and prediction that I have, that I think they're working out to show there might have been some fraudulent thing going on about the ballots. I think they're putting their hopes on that because we've got also so many people voted here for the man, obviously, and then that's Trump there. I'm not going to say this is Trump's card, but this is basically saying so many people believed in this guy instead of this little immature woman there that was very depressed and taken by force. This was taken by force. So this only confirms that my grand tableau, after I laid it on the mat, am I connecting pretty good with the elections or Kamala's energy? And this card came back and it's just continuing. I went, okay, so I got it. All right. These are magical cards, by the way. And I'm going to show you the grand tableau here. I love my little red mat because, everything's it's red now. So let's go and look at the grand tableau where Kamala is. She's in the house of path. And where's the path? Is in the tree. There's something growing. And she's also in her house, a lady. There's a goal. There's something growing, and then her goal is. So let's knight her card here, and we go in the anchor, which the anchor is there. There's something very dark happening. There's something that might be like hidden. We don't really know. And what's dark? Well, let's go see in the house of cloud. We've got the scythe. The scythe means she wants to cut at this new direction and where things are going to grow for the public. That's her goal. There's a goal. There's a goal because she also has the ring rub behind her. So there's a goal going on because she's got that. That's like I'm sending and having a direction, and also being in the house of path. There's direction that's taking. They're making choices. We're not seeing it yet, but we're sensing it. The public is sensing something's growing because everything's quiet. And the four corner cards, you could tell that just by the prediction cards that I had, so many. Lilies could be many people really at the heart. And when you have like Lily here in the house of Lily, you got the heart. I always take this as the collective consciousness because it's a card of love and expectations and wishes and everything. And then being in the house of Lily, it's harmony. And you see, there were so many people that wanted to or harmonized to do this voting, and they had the same frequency, but they were hidden because of their house coffin. And when we recognized that this was big, much bigger than we think. And at the heart of it, this was an institution. There was like a bigger group of people that were really shining, and then brought out this information, and that they trusted. You see, we got because the star is in the house of book, and where's the book is in the house of dog, and the dog, and then they flow. Again, we have the house of fish, which is the fish to me is, again, the consciousness, and it's the king. It's right there, the king of spade, and it's in the house of ship. And that's it. Things gonna move that way. So we got the four corners of saying that, people were convinced about, to harmonize. And then everybody had the same frequency, and there's a lot of talk about it, but all the same frequency was hidden. The four cards in the middle, we could see that there was a lot of obstacle, and the public had a lot of obstacle to have to look at. And it kind of grew, but something's growing right now that is going to pretty much create some obstacle. And there's a commitment, there's like a contract going on. I think there's a plan, because ring is a plan. There's a plan that something is being sort of conning, like right now. That's what's happening. If we're going to look at this card with the ring, what's the energy of the ring? We've got the fox in there, and it's kind of behind her right there. He's above the mountain. I don't think it matters the obstacle. He might be even just sort of like protected somewhere. Now, we knight her, and we've got the anchor, and her giving at the house, a gentleman giving the house to the man. Is definitely a goal to make it more confusing, or creating you know, a lot of chaos, because that could be, and because it will create depression too, and she's depressed. But it's a very depressing state of mind for the left, having to give it to this man. They're really like losing their mind. And then we knight the mountain, and because they want to create, they want to stop this. They want to create obstacles that makes this all stop, because we've got the coffin right behind is giving that. They want to stop that. There's a lot of negative cards here, and how do they want to stop it? Well, we got the Scythe in the House of Cloud, and that's the goal, and she knights that also. That's how to stop it, by using. Maybe to say, oh, we've been deceived about the ballots, and you know, there's rumor. Okay, in the House of Coffin, there's rumors about this, and we're gonna bring it to the public. We're gonna show them that these were like problems that were caused, and the house was taken. The House of Fox taken by this manipulation. And this was big, and they want to show that how big, and they want to shed some light. That's the direction they want to shed some light. So this confirms again that that's a plan, because we've got the Anchor in the House of Lady. We know this is the plan to do it, and the bear there to recognize this plan. It's not a nice bear, because he's got the rat there, and he wants to change something. He wants to change things. He wants to make things move, and you know, she's trying to move like in a sneaky way. Move sneaky way. Why? Because we've got the ship here move. And it's in the House of Snake, and the snake is in the House of Bouquet. They want to find a way, the bouquet, you know, the gift, in the House of Gentlemen. They really want to find a way to move him out. So that's their goal, and because they just need to do that right now. I mean, this is their path. Every time I read Camilla's Cantableau or the left in the last couple months, it was always seeing the dark journey of her being, you know, moving away, taking down the house, breaking down the house. There was always a breakdown with them. And she's got all the negative cards kind of like over here. He's standing above them. They're close by, but because there's an enemy, but he's on top of this enemy. So let's not too worry about that. I didn't predict that Trump was going to win, because I only saw the loser. I guess that kind of says it too. But anyway, that's what I saw. I just saw how much they were breaking down, where I always saw him having to struggle with everything. But it was not something I could say, oh, he's going to win, because my reading made me focus on the breaking down. And that's what I'm always seeing. I'm always seeing this energy with them. And they are. Like, we just have to see how the left are. Just everybody, like, they go into a fit when you mention Trump, and they still do that. They're just moving into this dark journey, and they're gonna basically, just like in the 2020, for months, maybe almost years, the right were like constantly hoping that they were gonna show there was a fraud in the election. Well, they're doing that, and that's gonna open a big door. And anyway, nothing new about these energies, just continuing, and these cards kind of confirmed it. That it was, you know, neat to have that card again come and repeat. By so many people that came to vote were voting for him. They did not come to vote for her. It was taken by force. That's what they believe. Maybe it was taken by force. By force of what? By the will of people. Okay, so there you go. Thank you. I hope you like that.